Morning.
Good morning. We were both afraid to say hello, so we say hello in the same time, and we do it anyway. That's awesome. Just
Yeah, we
kidding.
did it
Just
yesterday and the day before and a couple days
don't cost us the
before.
hellos. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're on
Well,
it.
good morning.
But
Happy Wednesday. What is
happy
good?
happy Wednesday. Good. The weather's good. Had We got good weather today. It's only what 71 degrees or so here in Houston. So we have a beautiful morning. Good start to the weather ahead of us for the week. We got rain coming Thursday and Friday, so it's going to wash a lot of this pollen shit away, which is nice. What's the
Good
weather
for
with
you.
you?
I saw you've been dealing with a ton of that pollen, and the weather here is
Yeah.
outstanding as well. Yeah, dude, we're at 98 or 99 yesterday. It'll be a little lower
Wow.
today. I literally I'm wearing I was outside when we first went to record, but it was too dark out there. Um,
I was gonna say you look a lot bronze. You look a little browner than usual. Like you've gotten
yeah,
some sunshine or radiation.
all it takes is a weekend, and yeah, I get pretty dark pretty quick. The sun kicks ass, man, and we've been waiting for this for so
Mhm.
long. So let's get out. I figured I might as well dive in while the getting's good, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So how's your week been treating you, man? Pretty good.
Week's been good. I've been getting a lot of calls, just sporadic. Answer your phone, guys. I got calls. Landed a driveway cleaning. Was able to nail that one afternoon, same day action. Um, I got a return call. I did the gutters, fixed the gutters, and painted some shit for a guy this week. And so I joked that I'm not a painter because I spray. Actually, I was lucky. I got to spray paint his roof, and I got some extra spray paint. Even though I had cardboard to stop it, I got spray paint on the shingle. So I had to use one of my brushes and like some water and like scrape the shingle off, and the grit removed the paint and not the shingle. But anyway, week is good. Did him Monday or so, or Sunday, Monday. Got a call yesterday that he had some more pollen just fell onto his roof and blew into his gutter that I just cleaned. And I got a 30-day gutter cleaning guarantee. And he didn't know that, but he called me out to come clean it, just to pull it out because he's got people looking at painting his house. Went and pulled that
Yeah.
out, told him no charge. He was super happy, but he's a return customer for like 5 years. So that was nice. Got a call from a chandelier customer from like 3 years ago, and I do their driveway every year, and I do their windows. They called. They have a medical office about 10 minutes from here. They wondered if I clean commercial buildings. I was like, hell yeah. They're like, well, we need our windows done, the sidewalk, and the building. So I went and looked at it, priced it out, sent the estimate over, and they approved it in like 20 minutes. So it was pretty awesome. So I've got a window cleaning up for this weekend or next weekend, and well, a big commercial job. So pretty happy, pretty excited about that because it's a good 4 or 5 hour job, and I'll be able to water fed pull the windows, so get some good content and get to stretch my sea legs in a medical center. And they're actually right next door to a neurologist that I went and saw a couple months ago. So it's like deja vu, but the copay I paid to the neurologist is going to help pay for the work I'm doing next door, which is cool. And actually, I should drop in and drop that neurologist my card and say, hey, and it's funny because they're like identical cottages in like these medical centers.
Yeah.
So the cottage next door is going to be clean like a whistle with a beautiful curb, and then they're going to suck with dirty windows and shit. So I'll be able to. It doesn't take a rocket brain scientist to figure out if they need to clean it. So that'll be my
Or
pitch. I'll let you guys. I'll let you know how that goes. Yeah, a neuroscientist or a spinal specialist. But yeah, so that's fun. So I've got that lined up. Uh, so yeah, what do you
I'm
got lined
super
up this week? Any good news?
and Mark,
Thanks.
you and I have become buddies and whatnot, so we text each other more frequently, and when we're not just doing these conversations. And well, like I was putting in some bids yesterday, and you were sending me, hey, I'm doing this bid for this, and watching it, like seeing each other's joy in real time is fun too. Like you're
Mhm.
giving me a live update on what's popping, and then and because I'm also at that same point, I was putting together three bids yesterday. I was doing a bid for a Best Western. I was doing a bid for two different apartment complexes, and it's like, and I get sometimes weary on these things, dude, because they're not like typically what I go after. I'm sometimes concerned about my bid pricing, and I too high, too low, how wait 30 to 45 days on some of this shit.
Yep.
And so but watching you tackle it and go after it help remind me, hey, just put the numbers together, bro. It's all you Yeah, all you can do is put that shit together and get
It's
after
like
it. And so we we
it's like
we
Vegas. It's a numbers game, you know.
yeah, we sent it out yesterday, and actually they'll get it this morning. I'd like to give
Cool.
a shout out to my friend Chad G out in Mesa, All Star. Cheers to you, bro.
Gee.
Um, Good looking out. You know, hopefully he and I get to collaborate on these projects. They're again, like I said, not something that I normally go after. Um, but it's crazy because I've been going after a lot more of this stuff lately, right? And when I
Cool.
got home from Vegas, I put in that bid for a big ass Arizona Department of Transportation building. I talked about that like in one of our first episodes. And I also put in a bid for this big ass U-Haul building that isn't even constructed yet. I'm just going off blueprints. And so I've been
Sure.
getting in the like purchasing aspect, what tools I'm going to need because I want to make sure that I have the right tools to tackle these projects. And I have
Hmm.
plenty of, bro. You know, I got great gear when it comes to the poles, and I have great gear when it comes to the systems. Um, but I want to have the right adapters, and I want to have the right heads. And so I've had a couple things in my cart for a while, and then I've added a couple things as they've come out. That Xero light nylon brush I added to the cart. And
Nice.
high flow hose, baby. I have one that I know it makes everything kick ass. So I have the two systems now. So I knew I would need
Hmm.
another high flow hose.
At
Um,
least.
and yeah, and that sill brush. And I knew I was going to need that sill brush, right? Well, this is actually the
Hmm.
first time I was going to purchase because the zero that light nylon brush, it's not on
Hmm.
WCR, right? It's
I
on
don't think so. I think it's on Xero.
Xero site. So I
Hmm.
text I'm on Team Zero, but I like I typically purchase everything from the WCR site. And so
Sure.
I sent Chris a picture with a bunch of my stuff and said, "Hey, I don't know who to place this through. Here's my credit card information. Here's what I'm trying to get. I don't know who you want me to use or what. So how about you hook it up?" And I got my package, dude, and I am so excited. It's crazy because earlier this week, we worked on two houses and I used my water fed system already twice this week, which is not
Nice.
very often for me. But all of a sudden, yesterday I got my package, and bam,
Sweet.
yeah. So there's the light brush, and I'm super excited to use it. I did end up scoring the sill brush too, which is going to be really great for a couple of our contracts that we're trying to go after. And then of course I got the high flow hose, which just makes me happy as punch. Like, yeah, man, I'm super
Very nice.
excited. But there's one product that I can't. I just, bro, the deep scrub.
Yep.
Like, I want to go out and find a house today, or find some solar panels today, just so I can like do some work. I don't have, like, I don't want to
Reach out
just.
to last year's customer.
Well,
Reach out and say, hey, we're doing 50% off today.
I'm gonna get on the horn and no, I like new houses. Like, I don't. It's all well and good to do my repeat clients, and I'll do that too. But I want to I want to be aggressive on some of these things. I want to be tactical. You know, I want to go for
Sure.
it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm going to
Well, you
try
need new
and do.
customers or to raise your prices. So good deal.
Both. I mean, why not? Both.
Yeah.
We have here in Phoenix, the general Phoenix area. We have a nice little window, but it's short, man. Like, it's from now until June where we have our prime time to make money. And I'll tell you right now, there's been I'd say an influx of probably 10 to 20 businesses just from last year. I've gotten calls from
Wow.
two other companies asking if I want to sub out for them and do, uh, they're like, hey, we just moved here from Utah. We're getting crews started and we're sending out guys and we kind of need some help. Would you be interested in? And I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm good. But
Good luck, eh?
yeah, yeah, it makes it a little more difficult for guys like us. But hey, I gotta fight. Like I said, I want to be
Yeah,
tactical with how I go about uh, where I'm introducing myself. Um,
sure.
it's all a game, and I'm just playing it,
Strategic,
baby.
you know.
Yeah, it's placement, timing. It's all that stuff. I'm also a firm
Hmm.
believer in my faith, and we kind of talked about this. And I know God's got a purpose for me, and I'm every time I try and do something, like literally when I try and lay out a plan, it's not going to work anyways. It's higher power. It's all that, man. You know what I mean? And so I kind of like I have a little idea of what I'd like to accomplish usually, and then wherever the wind takes me is kind of how it goes. You know what I mean? Like that's just the way I have to.
I am the walrus, man. Yeah.
I'm not sure of the reference, but I
No,
appreciate
Big
it.
Lebowski, Donnie, or
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, Walter. Yeah, never mind. It's a yeah.
okay.
But yes, God has a plan for everybody. Jesus take the wheel style. He's
And
you can only
I've
do so
had to
much, and
I've had to live like that for a long time. And a lot of the stuff you've been through a lot yourself. I've been through a lot. I kind of realized that it's just like when I stress out too much about shit that I can't control, it just makes things worse. Um, so I
sure.
just try to, like I said, have a plan of attack and attempt it and hope for the best and pray and keep moving forward and doing all that good stuff. Um, Not to go on a tangent on that one. I know I just did, but and I appreciate that.
It's no
What else?
problem. We all
What do you got going on the rest of the week?
rest of the week. Got to do an oil change in the pressure washer. Got to change some hoses on that, so that's a fun 2 hour gig for that. I'm going to refill some of my resin for both of my tanks. I'm starting to get up to 7, 8, 9 on the parts per million. So once I get up to 10, I get nervous. So it's about time to change out the resin. Probably have to change out the carbon filter. So I'll place an order for that soon. Um, yeah, just keep sending.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yes, that's important. Even the carbon, they're real cheap. Yeah, the sediment filter, the first stage. Change those out. They're gonna be brown as shit. Your new one will be white. You'll be happy you changed it. And so yeah, don't just change your rubbers. Change your carbon fiber. Change your resin today, this week. Place an order. Do it. But yeah, so
I'm
doing
going to.
that. Yeah, you should. It's
I'm placing an order today. I forgot to mention something. I don't mean to cut you off.
mm,
So I sent that order and I just want to say thanks to Chris, dude. That dude's a rock star. Xero, everybody, WCR, good looking out. I appreciate you
yep.
guys. Um, those are things that I super needed, and now I get to go buy some more shit. Um, because you guys took care of me. So I appreciate that. Super, super duper, super duper duper. Thumbs up, aces.
Yep.
So today I will be actually placing another order. And I'm just gonna run it. I need to get some goodies. You were talking about the resin. I need some carts. Just to be on the safe side, always have that shit handy. Um,
Yep.
I was having a conversation with a friend of mine out in Casa Grande, Mike Valenzuela.
Mm,
He's asking me a couple of these questions, and I was honest with him. I'm like, look, man, I'm not exactly the expert on the system. We'll try to tackle all these things, and I'm trying to learn as well. I pay attention to Craig, and I when I have questions, I go back and I do a Steve O dig and try to find anything that he's got, answers to.
oh yeah.
Um, but I know it's already almost time for me to change my carts on my Max Plus. So that's coming probably this week. This week. So you got rain coming. Is that really? I know because you're a multitasker, multi-talented, super duper guy. Does the rain jack up your income much?
No, because people are happy to move it. We don't get much rain. I mean, shit. 2 years ago, we had like no rain all summer, zero, like
Yeah.
none, which was great for the customer. I mean, gutters, they were empty, so they didn't turn to mud. Uh, Windows were good, a lot of window cleaning, but no mildew grew. So dirty driveways didn't get that dirty. The side of the house didn't get that green because you didn't have humidity and bullshit. It was dry as a bone. We're getting rain now, which is great because all the pollen in the air. Like it rained a couple days ago, and the next morning you could walk around for like 6 hours. There was no pollen, and then boom, it was back. You could taste it. Uh, it's back now, but if we get rain to wash it out, we really only have a couple more weeks of this shit left. One tree will start, and it'll drop the pollen in 2 weeks, and then the next tree will start. It sucks. It's not all like the autumn where they'll all turn orange at one time and it's done with. But yeah, customers are really cool about our rescheduling because they a lot of my customers are residential. They're retired or work from home, so they don't give a shit. You know, just let them know, give them some heads up. And like I said, lately I've been getting a lot of calls from Google or people seeing next door recommendations saying, "Hey, yeah, I've heard about you. Don't even need a quote. Just put me on the schedule." You know, I've already talked to my neighbor. I know how much your price range. So that's pretty neat this year. And that's the cool thing about being in business for 5 or 6 years is that you've
Yeah.
got as long as you do a good job and you're not screwing people over, getting bad reviews, etc., um, and provide a good service, you'll have the friendly phone calls. You know, I don't get too many tire kickers anymore. Well, I mean, I still do, obviously, but a lot of them are recommended, and they understand that I'm not just Jose with a small trailer type deal.
Hose
I
B.
do good work. The what?
A Jose with a hose B.
Yeah, the bucket bobs or anything like that. It's brand yourself, wrap your truck or trailer, or get some gear skins on your gear. Get some stickers on your bucket. Get yourself professional and carry yourself, and people will see that over the months and the years, and just provide good service. So that being said, I'm getting calls to Google and from referrals, and that's pretty nice. But it's the season, spring is upon us, and the phone should be friggin' ringing. So that's good.
Yeah, I've been getting quite a few. That's weird. Just like last week, we didn't. It was sporadic. This week started off okay, but it wasn't. They were both referrals, and which is great, but also it's kind of scary. Um,
Sure.
and in the same time, I we received three more phone calls yesterday that were just organic. And then we put in also those three um, contracts or estimates, pardon me, and hopefully that goes through. But the brand, like, if I was a new guy, it wouldn't be it'd be super hard right now. But like you said, thankfully, I do have a couple of those years of quality work um and I'm still continuing to try to build the brand. I think this is exciting. It's exciting for me. You talked about the skins or the stickers for um I actually purchased mine.
Hmm.
Jill and I,
Awesome.
yeah, I paid for them last week or whatever, and
Yep.
finally went through the drafts and got some really fun idea of what they're going to look like. So the
Awesome.
orders placed. I'm excited for that. I also did get some stickers, and it's not something that I normally would go after, but I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's have some fun. Um,
Yep.
and I'll send some of those out here and there, or I'll hand them out to the customers or whatever. Um, but yeah, man, I'm really excited about what's been going on these last couple weeks. I don't know, are you a subscriber?
The what?
Are you a subscriber to the
Oh
magazine?
yeah. Yeah, I've got mine right here.
So I got mine last week, but I barely got a chance to open it, and I was pretty excited to see the stickers in there and check out a couple of the articles. I was really happy that Rui was on the cover. Um, I'm just and I'm tying it back into the mag. I'm putting together an article for One Up in the future, and I'm excited about that too. This month has been pretty outstanding so far. I'd
Keep
like
it
to
up.
say,
Couple more
I'd like,
days left.
yeah, I'd like to say thank you to you. Um, these morning
Well, thanks to you,
check-ins,
man.
filling your bucket, um, these change your rubber talks, they're always really good for me. I hope they're doing solid for you.
Yep.
Um, it's been cool to kind of talk to a couple more people out in our field too. We sent that stuff out to Tom. He
Yeah. Thanks to
actually,
WCR again. Thank you guys for
that
all
was
your
rad.
support for Tom and for our show. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, it's been a really fun month so far, and we got some big things coming up. Did you make a decision on going to the Huge this year yet?
I thought about that on my morning walk this morning, and I'm thinking of going as long as I don't have any tragedy or any bullshit going on. It's a 3 day deal. Get the day before, leave the last day. So yeah, I'm going to try to do it. So let's uh, let's try to get her done. What do you think, Jason? You going to make it out there?
Yeah, I'm really trying to budget because I was looking at my schedule and I'm planning that summer trip. I mean I
Sure.
went through um so that's one of those things that I got to pray about and put into the universe and make sure that it gets taken care of. Um, the
Hold
the
on. I see your future. Your future is a $14 parlay on South Korean badminton today. Poon Suk Poon Suk Yu and Jak Sing Sung are playing at 12 o'clock. Put 30
uh
down on those guys. It pays out like 50 times, and you'll pay for your room and board for sure. But
50x.
South Korean badminton, you
You
can get
know,
it.
I think I'll probably make it. So it's a huge like it's called a huge, but like it's important to me. You know what I mean? It's so I'll make it happen. It is on my birthday. It actually on the
Oh no shit.
20th. So
Cool.
that'll be a fun birthday present. Um, I just gotta get some things covered and make sure that I make all the right moves leading up. The goal
You gotta
is
get
to.
permission too.
I think she's in. She doesn't care. She
Cool.
knows that how important it is. She went with me the first time. She knows like what I tried to tackle and what I'm trying to accomplish when I go to these things. And
Cool.
how much. I mean, she sees
Well, it's
how
good for you.
much. Uh, yeah, she sees how much they mean to me. So
It fills the
that part
bucket,
isn't
you know.
usually that big. It does fill the bucket. That's what
Yeah.
it's all about. Like you grind your ass off for a couple months, and um, you go through hard times, and you communicate with a lot of these people on a day-to-day basis in our community, but we don't ever
Mhm.
get a chance to actually see each other. And so we'll 2 times, 3 times a year, we get an opportunity to hang out in person. It's a big deal. Um, and it didn't like
Sure.
it didn't used to be, I guess, but now that I've been hanging out with some of these cats, it means something to me. You know what I mean? Like, these friendships are real.
Yeah. A brotherhood.
It's not,
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah, it's
It
not
takes a
some
certain
nonsense.
individual. It takes a certain person to wake up every morning and try to go make money cleaning windows. It's pretty hard to do that. Versus a guy who wants to go clock in at Burger King or go to work and sit behind a computer all day. It takes a certain person. You can't be a soy boy type deal. It takes a lot of gumption. Takes you know, yeah,
Some of us are lifers, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and I typically I tend to gravitate towards those kind of people. I just love people in general, but like
sure,
I almost instantly connect and like have a kinship with my people. You know what I mean? And so when we all get together, it's just I get high. It's great. Like
yeah,
it's a great feeling. So I really look forward to it. I don't see really there being much stopping me. I'd really, yeah, I need to make it happen. I need to make
Yeah.
it happen. I got an email from Sid yesterday. I don't know if this sounds crazy. I don't know if it's an automated email or an actual email. So I'll say it's from Sid, but because he has actually reached out in the past and um, whatever. I I do need to get my ass down there,
Yeah.
and it will
I
be
mean,
the
it's a good
last,
time.
and it will be the last one there at the
Yep.
Gaylord
It's
this year because they are moving it somewhere.
yes. Yeah.
So
So
we'll see. We'll
where do
see.
you think it's going? Do you think it's going East Coast, West Coast, Chicago, Minneapolis? Where do you think it's going?
It's weird. I think I mentioned this before. Like a while back, I heard somebody say something like San Diego or some shit. But then when I was in Denver, my cousin works for this company called Autodesk, and they also travel to the Gaylord, and they always stay at the Gaylord.
Sure.
So he just went this year to like in December or January, and he said, "Yo, it was our last trip. Now we're moving to San Diego." And I was like, "Damn, dog," because he's been there the last 3 years as well. So if they're on the
Yeah.
same circuit or whatever, like I don't know, who
Huh.
knows? But that would
Yeah.
be lovely.
San Diego's a lovely city. I mean, it's beautiful, never rains, and
It would be
yeah,
dope.
hope it's there.
August, Diego, that would be righteous.
Yep.
It's expensive as shit too, though. I mean, it's not like
Yeah.
people whine about people. They're like, oh, the cost in Nashville and the hotel. Yeah,
That's how much. Yeah.
yeah,
You're
you
you're
wait.
spending $23 on an ACA bowl. It's not cheap in San Diego either. Got to go to Lefty's for an Italian beef though when you get there. That's where it's at. But yeah, San Diego would be cool. Any city, like you said, the IWCA I think is going to Orlando this year or
See, I
coming
don't
up.
know
So
about that. That's a. I mean, I enjoy these things, but that's a cross country for sure. And
but they got SeaWorld, I think.
see if I
Yeah.
can like if I have to make it a family trip then, and like I guess that would work.
Universal
Not
Orlando is affordable for the family. I mean,
see,
Disney, I
I would prefer a Universal as opposed to a Disney. I think.
sure.
But I don't think that my family would. I don't. There's no way in hell that my wife or my kids would rather do Universal over Disney. I have a 4-year-old
Oh,
daughter. You have kids, you know.
yeah, they want to see Mickey. They want to see all that fun stuff.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I had a Disney trip planned for this year and we had to just cancel it because my wife's working with her studio going on, scheduling and a couple other things. So maybe next year. But we're going up to see the family in New York for the 4th of July, so that'll be fun. Take it across family Clark Griswold road trip, what have you.
We're in New
Uh,
York. Remember, I was
but
thinking about going there that same time frame, but it's looking more like it may be in early June or late July.
oh, that's the Buffalo area, family Western New Yorkers. So going up there for a week, renting a house, enjoying the quiet 79-degree, 85-degree days versus the 97 here in Houston, and kicking back for a week, and then just driving back home, enjoying the road trip action. But
Let's
yeah,
let's chat. Let's chat off air or off record about that. You have your days lined up already?
yes, yeah, it's already
Okay.
in the books. Yep.
Okay. Let's chat when we're not on that. Remind because I am lining up my trip. I guess I should just fucking say it, dude. I'm gonna take a road trip this summer, and I'm planning on coming from the East Coast, New York area. I'm gonna drive my happy ass back down to either Denver or Phoenix, and I'm just gonna stop in fucking cities, and I'm gonna hang out with window cleaners. I'm gonna have coffee. I've told you this idea,
Yeah.
um, and I've been like super like trying to hold it in, but I'm like over the moon about this shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Speak it into
I'm
existence. Do it.
I
Do it.
am, dude. So I already planned out the routes.
Cool.
Now I just got to figure out the dates. If you're there in New York on the 4th, because originally that was my plan was to try to get my wife out there because I think I told you this too. Like my wife's holiday is 4th of July, right? And
Sure.
if I'm gonna take some kind of trip and like make this big old deal about make it about like a Jason and window cleaning and be gone for a couple of weeks, I might as well get the family out somewhere too and let them take some kind of trip. So I figured, oh well, get them to New York and then spend the 4th of July like somewhere in New York, which would be like the most bomb ass shit ever for my family. And then
Sure.
they can fly home and then I can drive back. Well, we've got other as a family, we've got other things. So it probably won't work for them at the 4th. And it turns out it might not have worked for me at the 4th, but I'm just trying to figure out the dates. I also may I'm like so ready to get this shit on the road that I may just bump it up like to the end of May.
Do it.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I just need to do it. Instead of waiting and waiting and waiting, I'm just like, fuck it.
Yep.
I've been
Might as
putting
well
that,
jump.
might as well. Might as well. You know a little bit about cross country trips and whatnot, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just a little bit. I did quite an odyssey back in 2010.
Well,
So
that's another thing that we need to get into. For our listeners that don't know much about Deeds, don't know Mark Klazinski, he's quite a traveler, got a story to tell as well.
mhm.
And I've been looking for a way to get you to be able to talk about that. So I look forward to hopefully being able to getting some of those stories out of you over the next couple episodes, or maybe us just do a different kind of sit down, um, and just fucking do a long, yeah, do a long dump, dude. Get it all out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that might be fun. So that's another
It would
thing
be
we got.
cool.
That's another
I'd
thing we
have
got.
to I have to change the names to protect the innocent. That's
There
my
you
big hiccup. But I think that should be cool. I've been writing. Every couple months I'll pull out the computer and write a chapter of my stories and shit, but then I put it back away. And this last year of being sick kind of opened my eyes to like a couple different things about myself. Is one, I haven't written it all down yet, and I could die any minute. I could die next year. I could die in 80 years, whatever. 80, I'd love it. But I got to get the story out there, and I'd love to tell it. It's a crazy tale. It was an amazing story. Met a lot of great people, did a lot of great shit. But if I die, nobody knows the stories between the towns, the people I met, and all that fun stuff. So I look forward to talking to you about it and
I
getting
know
some stuff out there.
it's something that I've been trying to figure out a way for us to just kind of break that down too. So let's talk again off air and get some stuff out there. And I think because I'd like to get some pointers from you too. Like yeah, let's
Networking. Yeah.
yeah, let's chop that one up too. Well, the fortunate thing about what I'm doing is um I I'll have like a schedule. You, my friend, were a true nomad, and things are different 15 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so, yeah,
Well, I was lucky because the smartphone had just come out. So literally, like the smartphone was the thing that saved my ass because I was able to use Google Maps and figure out, okay, it's 14.2 miles, 8.6 hours. I can get there by 4. So I call a hotel or fire department, like, hey, can I sleep behind your place tonight? Oh shit, yeah, yeah. You get here before 5, we'll have ribs. Fuck. So I like walk a little faster. But shit like that, and that'll that kind of stuff. That was 15 years ago, but that's how you'll get on your cross country caravan, your drive is yeah, we'll talk, but I have ideas too for you, so that's pretty cool.
yeah, man.
But
Well, we're about ready to wrap this shit up. I feel like I definitely filled my bucket this morning, and that like before I metaphorically filled my bucket this morning before we actually go do it. I I I'm excited. Billy's already on his way to go get the airport towers, which is rad.
nice.
Um, the sun's coming up a lot earlier now, so he needs to get cracking on those ahead of time because once that sun starts hitting, that glass heats up and it's a smoke show and not the kind we like.
No,
So
not at all. So I
yeah,
just wonder how the sun comes up and down on a flat Earth. So if people believe in a flat Earth, I'd explain in the comments how that works with the sunrise, 'cause I'm not sure, but But yeah, it'll be a good day. Fill your bucket, change your rubbers, change your resin,
We
put
hope
an order
we
for
hope you
half a
feel
cubic
we
foot.
hope we got your we hope we got your juices flowing too, listeners, watchers, whatever you are, and
Yeah,
get your bucket full, man. These conversations mean a lot to me. I appreciate you,
yeah.
Deed. I'll call you later this afternoon,
Well,
and
thank you.
we'll set up a shout for Friday morning. How's that sound?
Sounds like a plan, man. I'll talk to you then.
Talk to you. Talk to
Peace
you
out,
this.
guys. Yeah, everyone change your rubbers. Got to do that.